Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to the fastest growing sports gambling podcast in the tri-state area. We got AA Anthony Alessino. We got the graduate Bryan Castiglione. And my name, as always, is James Hawkinjos. And this is Parlay-Vous. All right, what's up? It's NFL Week 4. Here we are. We got a full squad today. We got Alessino. He's back. No birthdays today. No back problems today.
Well, the back problems don't stop, but I digress.
Bryan's back.
Off camera today.
It's off camera, but he's here.
He is here.
Say hello to the people.
How we doing, everybody?
There we go. I'll get right into it. First big point. The Cardinals play to their competition. We've been saying this, and they keep showing it to us. And I think Cliff Kingsbury and Matt Nagy are currently in a head-to-head battle. They're fighting each other to see who could be the first coach fired.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think Cliff is probably the worst coach in football.
I think he's been the worst coach in football since they fired him, Gase.
So I like it. My first point is, this is going to sound a little crazy to everybody, but the Chiefs should be 0-3.
Yeah, you can make a case for it.
Without the Browns' massive collapse week 1, they're 0-3.
Yeah,
and
you can make a case for 0-3.
And yes, they still look like fireworks every time they go out on offense. But you know what's to come of this? I mean, they could rally 10 off in a row and that's right. It. But I don't know. Chiefs look 0-3 to me.
I don't know. To me, not much of a crazy take, but I'm happy that Matt Stafford's balling. Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. I'm happy that Matt Stafford's finally balling out. I'm glad that he's got like a real team rather than playing in Detroit and just getting beat up to get maybe 6 or 7 wins a year.
Yeah. Like from a betting standpoint, if we're talking futures, I would very much consider the Rams right now. I consider them at the beginning of the year, get them before everybody catches on, and then the odds-on favorite, which is probably pretty close at this point.
Almost everyone's all over the Rams.
Probably pretty close at this point, but I could see Buccaneers and Rams playing in the NFC Championship game. Probably.
It could happen. Depends how seeding's going to work out. It's a playoff matchup for sure, one way or another.
Yeah.
Funny that. Good segue. My second point. I'll read exactly how I wrote it down. Rams are the real deal Holyfield. Stafford looks like we always hoped he would in Detroit with the Lions. We always hoped this is the Stafford we were going to get. It took 2009, so way over 12 years-ish to get there. But we're finally here. He looks like a totally different dude.
Yeah, he does. My second point is not really anything to do with the actual games, more fantasy, but it's amazing that every single year the first-round picks seem to not matter. Christian McCaffrey out, Dalvin Cook out. The handcuffs seem to matter more than anything else. It always has, it always will. And then people find themselves in August like, oh, I got McCaffrey. No, I don't need to take the handcuff. I got Cook. I don't need Madison. And then we're in week 3. Week 3 we're already in, and McCaffrey's down, Cook is down, guys getting hurt left and right,
which is to be expected. When we're talking. I mean, maybe not so much with McCaffrey, but that's kind of leaning towards where we're going. But with Cook, I mean, it's a little earlier than I thought it was coming. But the man, it's just been his deal. Didn't he tear both his ACLs in college, Dalvin Cook?
I don't know if it was both, but he
either tore both his ACLs or the same ACL twice in college, because that's why he wound up falling out of the first round.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To piggyback off the handcuff thing real quick, yes, the handcuffs are important. If you are someone like Jack to a little bit of an extent, or our older brother Phil, he drafts handcuffs thinking when someone goes down, he's going to fleece you. He thinks you're not going to give somebody Alexander Madison and get back their top 2 guys just because Dalvin Cook is out.
Yes. Yeah. No, I think
reasonable.
The handcuff.
Be reasonable. Get one starter, and because Madison's only got value for 3-4 weeks.
Well, let me be clear. Let me be clear when I say this, and I mean this. When I say handcuff your guy.
Yeah.
I don't agree with just grabbing all the handcuffs. If you have Cook, go get Madison. That's the play. I mean, if I'm a Jet or I'm a Giant and I have their top running back, I'm not handcuffing. I'm only talking about the elite
people you can plug and play.
Yeah, exactly. The elite group. You know what I mean?
And especially when it's someone like Dalvin Cook, you should never draft Dalvin Cook without having a plan to get his handcuff. Ever.
Yeah. No, I know. What do you got?
So more of a point that I feel like has been made before, but just to reassure, Lamar Jackson needs a pass catcher. He needs someone who can catch
God.
the ball. Just one person.
We
I know.
have talked so much shit
that's why
about Hollywood Brown since episode 1. Maybe not episode 1 because we weren't, we were getting our feet wet. We were being a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But for a very long time, we've been saying, now, not that he can't play, not that he can't ball.
Oh, he's got burners.
He's not a wide receiver 1. And what, 2 or 3 touchdowns he dropped yesterday?
2 touchdowns.
2 for sure.
But he dropped that third pass that wasn't a touchdown.
It's
well,
just tough.
It might not have been.
It's not like, the rookie, this was his first game back. I don't remember anything significant happening. Watkins is what Watkins is, And Mark Andrews is going to get his. That's just how it is. But
but if you're not putting talent around him, it's very hard.
They need a solid number 1, a guy who is a possession guy, who can just get the ball down the field, catch it, doesn't have to do anything flashy, just get us down the field.
Yeah.
Here's my
Well, that's what they brought in Sammy Watkins for. To not be flashy, to make those catches.
Is that guy? Maybe a couple of years ago, but
yeah, no, I agree.
I don't think it's now.
Yeah.
Here's how I feel about it. They could have that guy. They could have 3 of those guys. The scheme doesn't allow them to shine. We talk about it with the Giants. They're not. A lot of these problems are not on Daniel Jones. They're not on Kenny Golladay. It's the scheme, and you've seen it. What's going on with the Raiders right now? Derek Carr is proof that the right scheme with the right playmakers in that scheme can get it done.
Yeah.
People have been talking about Derek Carr like he's, used tissue paper for the last 2 or 3 seasons now. The man's looking in MVP form right now.
Yeah.
And he's not a top 15. He might be top 15, maybe. He's not a top 10 guy.
No, not.
But the scheme they're in allows him to look like a top 3 quarterback right now.
Mm-hmm.
My final point, which I thought about segueing because it's also the Chiefs. I'm starting to get real worried about the Chiefs, especially their run defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting diced up.
The one way you beat a high-powered offense like this Chiefs team is you keep them off the field and you run them. And part of the reason that even when they go on those third quarter runs where they rip off 21 points, those all involve them getting the ball back on 3 or 6 downs or a turnover.
Yeah.
So if teams are going to be able to turn around and gash you for 6-7 yards a clip all season long, doesn't matter how many touchdowns Mahomes throws, he's not going to be on the field.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that.
Their run defense got to get cleaned up. I don't know what the rankings are. They got to be close to 32nd in run defense.
Yeah. My last point is the quarterback play overall in the National Football League it's like the rich get richer and the poor are just so poor. It's weird. No rookie quarterback has, in my eyes, taken over for Rookie of the Year. And you know how there's that usually it's a quarterback position, it's a quarterback award kind of thing?
No, but someone did. Someone's got their hand on that award right now. It's Jamar Chase.
Yeah, for sure.
No, Jamar Chase. That's fine. I'm saying in a quarterback position.
No, I'm agreeing with you. But I'm saying right now it's Jamar Chase's award to lose.
In Dynasty, I took Jamar Chase and I was like, oh my God, I don't know about this. In the draft, felt good. Took him in the first round, obviously, because he wasn't going to fall past that. And not in the maiden, in the second year draft. In Dynasty. But I love him. But Mac Jones doesn't look great. We know Zach Wilson looks bad. These rookies, even Trevor Lawrence doesn't look good. Trey Lance, we don't know. When he comes in, he scores touchdowns, but he's in
packages.
Yeah, it's weird. And Justin Fields, like you said yesterday, and I realized it, but when you say it and then you really watch it, he holds the ball so long. And then there's guys like Ben Roethlisberger who look like they're just fading into the abyss. I don't know.
Ben Roethlisberger waited 1 year longer than his fellow draft mates. Phil potentially waited a year too long.
Yeah.
Eli got out really right. We started to see it
Eli was year. Like, hey, you know what? Before this gets messy.
So this was actually my third point.
It
was going to be that I think it's over.
Yeah.
Ben. I think it's time to call it. I think I was saying it yesterday. Why not put Dwayne Haskins in?
I don't disagree.
What's the worst thing that happens? You could put in Mason Rudolph again.
All right, listen. If you're gonna try Dwayne Haskins,
I don't think Mason Rudolph's on the roster.
No, I'm not sure if he is either. But
I'm just saying, put in Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins. This is what I'll say. Give it a shot now, while you have Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, Juju Smith, Najee Harris. While you have these guys, you do it now. We have the weapons. Their offensive line is got to be ranked, like you were saying about the Chiefs. Their offensive line's got to be ranked 28th or higher. There's no way they're horrible.
What do you have to lose?
But
Realistically,
No, nothing. Not one
give it a
thing.
shot. The worst thing that happens is you find out you got your guy, and
yeah, I mean,
you
but
get over with it.
And you don't have to waste the draft
Right.
pick next year.
can Dwayne be the guy if he commits to football? Like they said he wasn't. He could be. He's got skill. I mean, he went fairly
It seems
early.
Like his first year,
You know what I
he
mean?
wasn't- seems like
They said he
was
wasn't
partying
committed to
a little bit
football.
more. He
Yeah.
wasn't really
Well,
running the
part of being a
playbook.
pro athlete is being committed to football. So, does that wrap up the points?
Yeah, that wraps it up. It's time to go to the lines. The guessing of the
Dun,
lines.
dun, dun.
Brian. is
3
it-
people now. It's gonna be much
I
harder
was
to
gonna
win.
say it's, yeah.
Yeah.
So I base my spreads off that. All right, I'll start us off.
Strategically.
Thursday night, September 30th, the Jacksonville Jaguars will head to Cincinnati. 2 cats. We got the Bengals and we got the Jaguars squaring off. We got a rookie and a sophomore. Here we go. I got Cincinnati minus 4.5.
I got Cincinnati minus 7.5.
I got Cincinnati minus 5.5.
Jimmy starting off hot. 7.5.
7.5.
That's 2 for Jim.
That's 2 for Jim. That sucks.
That's
Anyway, who's keeping?
I got score. I got the score.
Okay, you got score. Okay. You want me to just keep running with it or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I like it.
Now these are Sunday, October 3rd. We will head first to Atlanta. Washington will come into town. We got Washington minus 3 over Atlanta.
I went a little higher. I got Washington by 5.5.
I think you're right. I think I
have
went
the
too
same
low.
as Hawk and Joe's.
Oh, it's
This
horrific.
is how it be sometimes.
This is our week's pick'em for this week.
It's a pick'em.
It's a pick 'em.
Love that.
So
I'll take the
gets
point.
The point. It's a
That's a
fucking
fucking
pick'em,
disaster. All right,
I
hey.
can't say I saw that coming.
All right.
Nah.
I will continue on.
That's another one you get now, though. Gotta
Houston,
move.
David Mills. All right, he's gonna still go at Buffalo. I went too low, I believe. I'll continue on this. I'll go first road, but I definitely went too low. Minus 7.5. Obviously Buffalo.
Yeah. I'm nervous that I also went too low, but part of it is I just think, first of all, we've had the close games with Houston already, and Vegas doesn't want to price you out. They don't want to scare you away. So I went 6.5 Buffalo.
I went minus 10.
I feel like you're there.
Yeah, I went
You're
minus 10.
probably there, but I just it's early for minus 10.
You guys
Man.
making me nervous.
Buffalo is minus 17 this weekend.
Oh my God! It's minus 17. Brian will get it.
Let's go. Minus 17's wild though.
That's
Jeez.
fucking insanity.
All right.
Okay.
We'll talk about
mean,
it later on the show,
Bill's
but
Mafia, right?
here we go. Now Detroit will head to Chicago. Detroit doesn't look terrible. Chicago with Justin Fields. This is a tough one for me. I went Chicago being the home team minus 4.
This one was hard for me too. I think Detroit might be better than we thought they were.
Yeah.
I
good.
think they're definitely way better than we thought they were because we were talking about them being worst team in the league, and right now I think that title belongs to the Jets.
Yeah. Okay.
Once again, I think it's real close. Went just under a field goal. Chicago by 2.5.
I actually went Chicago minus 6.5.
Think that's too much on that one, but let's see.
Chicago is minus 3.
What'd you have?
2.5. Would you have?
4. You got it.
I got it. 3-1-1.
All right, we're head to the next game. We got the Carolina Panthers, undefeated, right?
Correct.
Going to Dallas. Now, Dallas is playing tonight. Dallas looks good. Dallas has offensive firepower for days. I'm going Carolina minus 2.5 on the road.
I scored this one assuming Dallas is going to give us everything we think they're going to give us against Philly tonight, and it's not really much of a game. I got Dallas by 1.5.
I got Dallas by 3.5.
Dallas is the favorite at 4.5.
Brian's going to take that one.
Dallas is the favorite at 4.5. All right, I don't know if they're going to do. I didn't score this like you scored it, that they're going to give us everything they have tonight. I think it's going to be a shootout.
Well,
I think tonight's going to be a war. I don't think it's going to
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as easy as.
you missed it last week. You weren't here. I doubled down on Philly being bad. For,
Okay,
for our good friend Connor.
but Gallup out, Cooper kind of beat up, and we'll see.
Pollard and Zeke both go for 100 scrimmage yards again, and it's over, dude. They both had 100 scrimmage yards.
If they do. But that's a big if. All right, next game we got Indianapolis Colts heading to Miami.
Jesus Christ, give me a minute here.
No, well, I'll just talk about it, and then you could just you can answer it. Indianapolis Colts headed to the Miami Dolphins. No Tua, still out. Jacoby Brissett scares me. Colts are bad, but not terrible. Minus 2.5 Colts.
I got Colts -2, and I just filled it in because obviously I was struggling with this before, and I forgot to come back to it.
All right.
I got Colts -5.
We forgive you.
The favorite's Miami at -2.
Whoa.
What's up with Vegas?
And I was the closest to 0 on that one, right?
You both had 2.5.
No, I was -2.
Oh, you were, yeah. Yeah, you got
All
it.
right.
There you go.
All right, this is a
4-1-2.
disaster. I'm getting uncomfortable now. And
So Miami though.
so listen,
Oh man.
All right.
Oh man.
we're gonna talk. We'll talk about it the next segment when we talk about our actual bets and stuff like that. But it's moving on. Cleveland Browns looking pretty good. Could have been undefeated this year, but they will head to Minnesota. Minnesota probably could be at least 2-1.
Could be 3-0.
They could be 3-0. And that's why I'm going out on a limb, and I'm going to make Minnesota the favorite in this game. -1.5. I have Minnesota as the favorite.
I mean, favorite at home, respectable. I don't know how much of a limb you're going out on, but I do have Cleveland by 3.5 on the road.
I have the same exact thing as Hawkins does. 3.5.
Cleveland is the favorite at 1.
So we were 2.
You tie. You guys tie.
That's not fun.
Oh, I don't know. I'm 2.5 away. You guys are 1.5
So
away.
do we both still get the point now, though, that there's 3 people? It matters, right? We both
get the point. You guys both were closer than me. I'm okay with that. Next game, the garbage New York Giants go to New Orleans. I'm going to go way too low on this. New Orleans -6.5. Nothing to really talk about.
I think I also might have went too low again, especially now that we saw we were almost at
17.
fucking 20-point spreads.
Yeah.
But I got them.
But
New Orleans laying 8.5.
We can't change it now. If I heard 17, I probably would have changed it to 9.5, but I couldn't. So what do you got?
I had New Orleans at -5.5. You guys see it going way differently.
New Orleans the favorite at -8.
So it's me again.
Well, what do you have?
I had 8.5.
Yep, you're good. No, you're
You had 6.5. You had 5.5.
Yep. All right, next game we got Tennessee headed to the other garbage team in New York, the New York Jets. I have the Tennessee Titans -8.5 in this one.
This might have been the highest one I went to all week, and I went Tennessee -9.5.
I went Tennessee -12.
Wow.
At Tennessee at 7.5.
7.5. What'd you have?
8.5.
Yeah, it's you.
It's about time I got one. All right.
So we have Buffalo over Houston at -17, but Tennessee over the Jets doesn't even break 10.
Yeah, it's confusing to me, and we'll talk about it in that next segment when we put our bets in, because, I mean, that's something to talk about. Next game, we got Kansas City Chiefs looking superhuman. Not superhuman, superhuman. Anyway, and they will head to Philadelphia, who plays tonight, so we don't know, right? You guys like that one? All right, you guys like that one. That's fun. So
They're looking mad decent.
I had not superhuman, just superhuman. Anyway, so I had the Chiefs -5.5 because I don't know what the Eagles bring out tonight. And just like I missed on the Cowboys, that I think they're going to play worse than they are tonight. I think the Eagles are going to play better than what they probably will tonight. So I have it closer than that. So 5.5.
You want me to hurt your feelings?
Hurt them.
I got the Chiefs laying 5.5.
All right, good. I like that.
The Chiefs laying 7.5.
All right, that sucks for me and Jim.
Also, for all the reasons you said.
Chiefs are 6 flat.
Oh, wow.
So we were 5.5 and 1.
Love it. All right, and moving onward, here we go. We got the Seattle Seahawks going to the San Francisco 49ers. This is a tough game for Seattle.
No.
Seattle's 1-2. San Fran's 2-1. San Fran lost a heartbreaker last night to Green Bay. San Fran showed they can compete. They're going to be a good team again, even though the run game is absolutely hurt again.
Yeah.
Beat up. San Fran favorite -1.5. That's what I got.
I got San Fran favorited by 2.5. I just don't think Seattle doesn't seem to really know who they are anymore.
Yeah, it's a weird identity
They've
crisis.
kind of lost their identity. Now I know Lockett went down, but he came back in.
Yeah.
So I'm
well,
not
like Russell
accepting
Wilson,
it,
he was like last time I saw it, he was like 29 of 34, and you're going to have that good of a percentage and still be struggling to. And I know Carson went down for a little bit, but whatever.
But we talked about it when you weren't here, just real quick last week when they lost that game, blew that lead. They're up by 10 or 14 at some point. Chris Carson's got 3 carries for 22 yards.
Yeah.
Like,
It
what-
seems like if Russ isn't playing superhero, they don't win games. So, for me,
but they don't protect the lead either. Like, why?
Right.
They're up by 2 touchdowns, and Chris Carson's nowhere to be
no,
found.
I'm saying the wins only come from behind, which is
Can't win like
What do
that.
you got?
Brian, what do you
I
got?
have San Fran 3.5.
So 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. Is that how that
Yeah,
went?
that's
You
basically
guys-
what we got.
San Fran's laying 3.5 this weekend.
Is Brian on the
I'm sure
nose?
that- We also did accidentally skip over the Arizona Rams game.
Oh, all right.
We
I'm going
did.
back to it right now.
Jesus.
All right, so
Intro that one.
I'm going to go right into it. Arizona Cardinals. I skipped over a decent game, too. Arizona, we play down to our competition, Cardinals. Will they play up to their competition in SoFi, right?
SoFi Stadium.
SoFi Stadium. I don't think they do. Rams win this game. Rams cover, but I think it's -3.5.
I don't agree. Especially coming out of the 10-point.
You don't
right?
have to agree.
It was the 10-point victory over Tampa.
Yeah.
Arizona just kind of seems to come out flat. Like we said, they play to the level of their team.
But this is a hangover game for the Rams.
I
Trust me.
don't think this is a game that you can come out flat against, and I don't think Vegas should. I think Vegas would agree with me, and I got the Rams laying 8.5.
Okay, hold on. Before you go, let me just say one thing. I don't feel like the Rams' run game, especially if Darrell Henderson's out again. The only reason why Sony Michel looked human yesterday, like good, even anything close to a formidable running back, was because they were able to use him and run it, and they had a 2-score lead. They had a 3-score lead for a little bit, even though people think that game was close. It really wasn't that close. So I think if he has to throw 55 times against the Cardinals with Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt, if he plays, that's a little bit of an issue.
Right, but if he has to throw 55 times against the Cardinals, that means little baby Yoda Kyler has to throw 45, 50 times against Aaron Donald and the boys, bro.
Listen, I said what I said.
I'll take all the skill players, with the exception of Nuke Hopkins. I will take every skill player, offensively on the Rams and defensively on the Rams over the Cardinals. Brian, what do you got?
Bold.
I got Rams at 5.5.
5.5, 3.5. What do you got?
8.5.
All right.
Rams are laying 6 this week.
That's good.
5.5. Fine. I think Brian might have sealed it there, right?
No, I thought you were.
Brian's one behind me.
Oh, I'm not even close. All right.
Nah, you're in the wasteland, dude.
All right.
It
so anyway.
is 7 to 3 to 6.
Okay. So
Baltimore at Denver.
if I hit all these on the head, I win out. All right. Awesome. Here we go. Baltimore at Denver. Ravens looking pedestrian. Denver looking better than they probably. Here's the thing about Denver, and I'm just going to say it one time, and then I'm never going to talk about it again until after this week. Show me something. You beat the Jets and Giants. I need more, kid. That being said, show me Denver -3.
All right. Go ahead.
No, go
I
I fired multiple people up. They're chomping
no.
at the bit to talk.
I agree with everything you said about Denver.
Right. That's what I
And
was
with this same, like, I don't overreact with Denver, and we don't overreact with Lamar and Baltimore. We don't overreact with them being terrible. We don't want to overreact with Denver being really great.
Mm-hmm.
So standard 3.5 points at home. Denver -3.5.
All right, so I have Baltimore at 5.5.
On
I
the
don't
road?
see Denver as being the underdog, as being the favorite.
Sounds like you got a glizzy god of the week if we're right and
If
Denver.
we're right, it sounds like Brian has his glizzy.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Brian, still in the wasteland. Denver's the favorite at 1.5.
Okay.
So Alessino gets it, right?
I get the point, but it's not enough. Actually, it is. I could still win out. All right, here we go. Got to hit these on the head now. You got to hit these on the head now. Pittsburgh looking pretty beat up, going to Green Bay, who looked like they stole one. Is that safe to say that they stole one?
It depends how you view Aaron Rodgers.
They stole one. That's
'Cause
how I view it. I don't.
When I
you know.
saw them getting the ball back with 37 seconds left, I said too much time, dude.
Yeah, Aaron's a cool guy and all, but you can't just do that every time.
You can.
No, but
He's done it. Nope, he's done it a few times.
Nope.
He doesn't do it every time.
No, he doesn't. He's the numbers. I think he's 5 for 12.
Yeah,
in
he's
those
done it.
situations.
He hasn't done it more times than he has,
I
but
guess
whatever.
When he does do it,
Yeah, people remember. Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're a fucking Packer fan, you're cheese and
Oh, I don't
freaking
like
out
Aaron
and all
Rodgers
that
at all,
bullshit.
but
Yeah.
he is really good.
But anyway, Green Bay -6.5 on Pittsburgh.
Oh man, I got Green Bay -6.5 as well.
I got Green Bay -5.5. Let's go. Hopefully it's 6.
Green Bay's laying 7 this week.
Oh.
So we both get 1 point. So I can still catch you guys. Just gotta.
You could. You're
I
two
know.
behind me.
I just
one
gotta
behind
hit these
Bryan.
right on the head, and here we go. I'm gonna hit them right on the head right now.
Let's do it.
I'm the comeback king. If you watched week 2, you saw me come back on Jim. Here we go.
He did.
Call this number.
Tampa Bay will head to New England for a rivalry grudge match of some sorts. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be a high spread. Give me the Buccaneers minus 9.5.
You're probably right about this one. I got it Tampa minus 4.5.
I have Tampa minus 8.5.
Oh, I hate that you went
Sorry.
8.5. I thought no one would come near me.
No, it's Tampa Bay versus New England. Vegas is probably
To be fair,
freaking out about this.
I took about 3.5 points off. Had
Tom
they been the home team, I'd probably be up to around 8.5, 9.
Tom Brady comes back and the Patriots are mediocre.
So 9.5, I got to hit on the head to have a chance. What do you have?
4.5.
What do you have?
8.5.
Okay, go ahead.
Tampa Bay at 6.5.
Oh.
So I get it right.
Jim.
And the buck stops here
Oh,
on the
jeez.
Buccaneers. Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
And
All right.
Just like Aaron Rodgers, Anthony fails to convert.
Exactly. 5 out of 12 times.
That's gonna wrap it up now. But just for kicks, Monday night.
Wait.
What about
Who won?
Vegas and Chargers?
Oh, I won.
Oh, he can't
We
catch
got
you?
one more. We got one
No,
more.
I'm up. He has 6. I have 9.
I thought you had. Okay. All right.
I lost
got
the
one
last
more.
No, I know we have one more. I know
Yeah,
we have
we're gonna,
one more.
but it doesn't matter. Vegas at the Chargers. Give me Vegas minus 2.
I'm taking the Chargers at home by 1.5.
Taking the Chargers by 3.5.
Bryan on the head at 3.5.
Unbelievable. I suck.
It's so bad.
Bad week. Because it's a bad
So
week,
it's
you
crazy.
know?
If had Bryan gotten the
It's a bad
Tampa Bay
week.
one, it would have been a tie right now.
But he didn't,
Unfortunately, it's
so-
not. You know,
Jimmy wins. Good for you.
it is what it is.
Can you tell Alcino's upset?
I just, it's a bad week.
He just on his way home, on his way over here from work. He looked himself in his rearview mirror and he said, "You're gonna do it today, Ant.
Today's the day.
Today's the day you're gonna do it."
It's just not a good output for a defending champ of like myself, you know? I won the whole thing last year, and I'm looking like crap. It's week 4.
Well, it's week 4 now.
All right, whatever. We're going to take a break, and we'll talk about it, right?
Yeah, take a break and then we'll talk about it. What's up, guys? Jimmy from House of Havoc, letting you know we want you guys to focus on you this fall with Stay Thirsty Co. That's right. We want you to shop the new back to school special on the website all September long, starting today, Labor Day. Gonna get on there. You want to look fresh for school. If you're a college student at the bars, you want to talk to girls, you want to talk to guys, you want to look nice. You want to focus on yourself. On top of that great sale, promo code HAVOC, HAVOC, gonna get you an additional 15% off at checkout. That's staythirsty.co, I believe. Staythirsty.co, staythirsty.com. I'm not positive on that. Stay Thirsty Co. at IG will get you to the website. Once again, that's the back to school sale all September long, starting today, Labor Day. Promo code HAVOC gets you an additional 15% off. And we're back. Got Dick Bag over here trying to flash draft as the game started already. But we still have the podcast to do, and it's time for fantasy.
Let's
So,
do it.
Jack, let's go for it.
All right. Starting the week. We'll start with the quarterbacks. We got Ben Roethlisberger.
Anybody else next?
Who yeah?
Or, wait, no, I'm going to shock you here. Justin Fields.
Bench both of them, honestly.
You're in a bad way if you got to start one of
Yeah,
these guys.
drop both of them.
Yeah, someone's got to be better.
But I guess if you have to pick,
Give me Justin Fields.
Yeah, give me Justin
yeah,
Fields.
give me Justin Fields.
All right. Sam Darnold or Jameis Winston?
I'd say Sam Donald.
Two tasty matchups here. You got Sam Darnold against Dallas, and then you got Jameis against
The Giants.
the Giants.
Give me Jameis.
Yeah, I think Dallas has a better opportunity to stand on their head than the Giants do. So
Giants are
Jameis.
garbage. Without Christian McCaffrey too, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
We're
talking
gonna
about
see.
pass defense. Sam Darnold's gonna have to
Yeah, Trayvon
throw
Diggs.
against a mediocre Cowboys defense.
All right,
I
go
think
ahead.
that's better than the Giants' defense.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Cowboys
I
are
think the
better
defense
defense.
is
I think the Giants are.
Good on the Giants.
I think the Giants are bad at everything. So
Oh, all right.
All 3 facets of the game.
I'm still gonna start Sam Darnold.
That's fine. Bookmark it. We'll look at this one next week.
Baker Mayfield or Ryan Tannehill?
to anybody against the Jets, I'm taking Tannehill.
You see, you make these really quick answers, and I get a little concerned sometimes. Like you don't even look.
What I see, AJ Brown's out. I understand that.
That's not even what I'm talking about so much as Tennessee has the ability to run the Jets out of the building by the second quarter, and then it's just handoff, 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 handoff.
Okay, but Minnesota
has played in shootouts all year long.
So take fucking Baker.
I'm taking Baker,
Baker
but I'm
too.
giving you
All
my
right.
reasoning why.
I'm taking Tannehill.
All right.
I don't have Baker in any of my leagues. I have Tannehill in 2 of them, so I feel some type of way about
The
Tannehill.
question isn't who do you own on your team, though, bro. Like, I mean,
What do you mean?
the question isn't which one of these two do you own on your own fantasy
Well,
roster?
I'm just saying, I obviously would start Tannehill because I own Tannehill.
All right.
I don't own a Baker. Go.
Matt Ryan, Derek Carr.
I don't want to be the first one to say anything.
Derek Carr.
There you go, Derek Carr.
Yeah, Derek Carr.
Alrighty then. Last one we got Matt Stafford or Jalen Hurts for next week, not the Monday.
Obviously.
No, that's fine. Sometimes that needs to be said.
Got Jalen Hurts going against Kansas City. You got Stafford going against Arizona. Again, they called them the Arizona shootouts, dude, because they play and shoot. They don't play any defense.
I'm gonna say Stafford, but let me just say this: that I feel like Jalen Hurts could do enough with his legs against Kansas City too, that would affect his line score. But I will say Stafford.
I'll say Stafford.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Stafford.
All right, moving on to running backs. Ezekiel Elliott or David Montgomery.
Elliott versus Carolina, home. David Montgomery, home for Detroit. I think they might rely on David Montgomery more because of how bad Fields look, so I'll go Montgomery.
Yeah, I'll go Montgomery too.
Montgomery. That's the one who owns Elliott.
All right, Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Miles Sanders.
Well, I guess it would be
Dang.
silly to gash the Chiefs' run defense the whole top half of the show and then not take Miles Sanders here, right? So I'm gonna go Miles Sanders.
I'm gonna go Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I'll go Miles Sanders.
All right.
You never know what's going to happen with Casey.
I just haven't seen him play tonight, Miles, so I can't. Now I know he's playing tonight, and I don't know. Game kicked off too, so. All right, next.
Let me know when we get a score.
All
Let's
right,
go, Amari Cooper.
We got Melvin Gordon or Jamal Williams.
Melvin Gordon or Jamal Williams was the question.
That it is.
I'm gonna go Jamal Williams. I don't love the matchup, but Jamal Williams is looking pretty right now.
I
And-
don't love either of the matchups.
And
but
I think Melvin is the worst of the two. I think. Well, so is Jamal. I'm gonna go Jamal. I am.
you're talking about two pretty
haven't
much
read or
touchdown
read.
vultures here. And I just right now for more field, in fact, I'm going to want to take why am I blanking? Jamal Williams.
I take Jamal Williams.
Plus, he has a great TikTok. Go ahead.
He loves anime.
All right, we got Chuba Hubbard or Najee Harris.
Chubba Hubba. Chubba Hubba.
Chuba Hubbard.
Yum gum. Here we go.
Do we believe the hype or do we not?
Chuba
the hype
Hubbard,
in his name?
Chuba Hubbard or who?
Najee Harris.
Najee. Najee.
I'll take Najee Harris.
All right.
It's not to say that's not to say that Chuba Hubbard might not have a good day, but I haven't seen him play in the league yet. I now have.
Here's how I feel. You get 17 targets. What was it?
19.
19 targets.
That's how many
catches.
Najee had.
He had
Yeah.
14 catches
It was
yesterday
wild.
and 19 targets. So you're going to get that. Juju might be out. He's day to day, but we'll see. Deontay might be out. We'll see. Ben, it hurt. His pec is hurting. He can't throw more than 6 yards.
You
Give me
could
fucking.
you-
Well, no, but he.
you could see that target share with Hubbard, but we don't know. So
I don't know,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go with what I know versus what I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I know Matt Rule likes him. I know there's a lot of running back targets to go around there.
I know
but
I have him when I handcuff McCaffrey. Segmenting back to that first one. See that?
bridging back.
Just all the way back. All right, go ahead.
All right. We got Daryl Henderson or Devin Singletary.
Darrell Henderson might not play. That's the only thing. Singletary isn't playing much. It seems like Zach Moss is taking control of that backfield. If
Yeah.
Darrell Henderson plays, it's Darrell Henderson.
monitor the situation. If Darrell Henderson, but not even just if he plays, monitor it. Because if it's like, oh, he's going to dress.
Oh, snap count bullshit. If he's
But
a go.
with that being said, I think you should desperately try to find another option. That is the Devin Singletary.
I agree with that.
Because Zach, like we said, it's Zach Moss's backfield. And let's just get it out. The Bills don't run the football. Like, for some reason, we have this idea that the Bills run the ball a lot, but they really don't.
All right. We go to receivers. We start with Mike Williams or Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen in his last 18 games has 18 touchdowns. He's a touchdown machine. I know Mike Williams had a big week this past
No,
week.
Mike Williams had a good year.
Is he having a
He's
good year
looks
so
like
far?
Lighting it up. If this is the Mike Williams that we have, see, my dynasty league, I've had Mike Williams for 3 years, so I feel some type of way, and it sucks that I feel like this, but I'm going Mike Williams.
I'm going with Mike Williams too.
I'm just gonna let this one push default to the quarterback, and I trust Herbert more than I trust Cousins. So.
Right.
Okay, fine. I love
Not
that.
to say that Thielen's not going to kill it.
Yeah, Thielen,
I mean, he's like good for 555 and a touchdown
The fall off is
most
not that
weeks,
far
dude.
from
Which is great.
one or the other.
Yeah, it's insane.
But hold on 1 second, because you said that. I was actually listening to decent sports, Vegas like sports betting on XM radio, and they were saying the reason why Mike Williams is succeeding so much is because he's in the offseason, he learned to run the routes on the tree besides just deep. So he's running intermediate and short routes, and his yards per target have like halved. That's why he's getting these target opportunities short. He's not just a deep flyer anymore. He's actually playing football. And they said that's the biggest difference. So
Wow.
I guess off of me having him for years and hearing that, I go Mike Williams.
And the last time we saw him play college ball, I thought he'd never walk again. Like that counts for something. to
Not
me.
much now, but a little bit.
Well, maybe not much now, but like year 1, year 2,
Yeah.
I didn't touch him in fantasy for that reason because I was watching that Clemson game when he smashed his face into the stanchion.
Yeah.
They took him out on a backboard.
Yeah.
I thought he broke his neck. Moving on.
All right. We're going to go to... what are you laughing back here, Snickers?
Keep going. He's
You're
laughing at
good.
me.
You're good.
I'm going to go with Tyler Boyd or Corey Davis.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, not Corey Davis, dude.
Tyler Boyd, dude.
Tyler
Give me
Boyd.
Tyler Boyd.
All right. Kick it to Deebo Samuel or Jamar Chase. And let me ask, after this one game, 'cause I'm pretty sure the first 2 games, Jamar Chase pretty quiet, right?
Well, no.
not necessarily.
No.
No.
He played a good game, both games. I think he's great.
He's been playing very good so far. Debo had one really big game.
And then
and
two
then
okay
two
games.
okay games.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's hard for me to not take Chase in any situation moving forward, unless you're going to give me a top 10 receiver. I think Chase is already a top 20 guy. Nobody feels that way, which is fine. DraftKings doesn't view him that way. People don't view his value that way. I mean, obviously, like I said, I'm a homer. I have him. That's great.
There's just more mouths to feed in San Fran.
Well, T. Higgins is out.
Again this week?
It looks like it's going to be a multi-week injury.
Okay.
And if it is against Jacksonville, give me all that in a bag of chips, dude. Give me all of it.
Yeah. 100%. Jamar.
I have Jamar also. And just as another heads up, Zeke just scored a touchdown.
That sucks.
Cowboys, Eagles.
Just lost $30.
Well, there you go.
So we
You
are
get
all,
that fucking first quarter update. Everybody gets a little sigh of relief out, and then you're moving on.
I feel great. He's on my team.
I feel terrible.
So
Here we go.
We're all in consensus that Jamar Chase will probably finish around top 15, top 20 this year, receiver-wise.
I feel as though I'm not saying that Debo has a bad matchup either against Seattle. He doesn't. But
No.
I just don't know with Garoppolo. I don't. And I know Burrow's going to throw the ball. Like, I know he's going to air it out. I know he is, And top 15 is tough.
20, I'll give you the
Top 20, I feel like I could
It's
feel.
realistic. Yeah.
It is
I mean,
realistic.
It's
It is.
realistic. I'm not going to stamp it.
Everybody like hated on him. Oh, you can't catch the ball, and the NFL ball is different. But since he said that, he's absolutely balling out.
Seems to be catching the ball.
4
just
touchdowns in
fine.
3 weeks. He's balling out.
All right. Let's go to Odell Beckham Jr. or we got Cortland Sutton?
Cortland Sutton or Odell Beckham Jr.
This is about to get super difficult because Sutton, no Judy, no KJ Hamler. He tore his ACL.
Did he?
And then,
That sucks.
and then Beckham, no Landry. You know,
Give me Sutton, and only because you could see Cleveland running the ball for the majority of this game, I feel like.
I disagree, man.
Yeah.
Tim Patrick is a force to be reckoned with. He's
I was gonna say, go scout your waiver wires.
people aren't talking enough about what Tim Patrick has been doing this season with those guys healthy, and now they're both hurt. Not saying that he can still go off without taking away from Cortland Sutton's value, but there isn't that guy that I'm seeing in Cleveland right now. Like, who's that guy that's Jarvis Landry's out?
Yeah.
There's tight ends and there's running backs. Who's taking away from Odell's, especially his boom value?
But even when Jarvis was there by himself, it's not like Jarvis was.
Jarvis has never been the fantasy producer that Odell has, though, nor has he been the boom play.
so who you going?
I'm going with Sutton.
I'm going to go Odell.
I'm going to go Sutton.
All right.
We'll circle back.
I had to flip this one on the fly because I just recently heard AJ Brown's out. But let's go with Chase Claypool or Julio Jones.
Give me Julio against the
Give me
Jets.
some Julio just because of
Julio against the Jets.
Big
Yeah.
Ben.
You know.
Julio.
Big man.
Big Ben, I don't know if he can throw, man. I'm not confident in his
I
throwing
know.
ability.
But Najee Harris gets 19 targets.
One thing I learned for sure yesterday is fucking Brandon Eccles can't cover the broadside of a barn, dude. He couldn't cover his own shadow. So, yeah, Julio.
All right, let's kick it over to tight end. Tyler Conklin or Robert Tonyan? Are we gonna believe the hype on Conklin while Smith's out? 20 fantasy points in week 3, highest among tight ends.
I love it. I do. I do love what you're saying, but absolutely not.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
Bob.
Bob Tonyan.
Yeah, we do hate the Vikings here. So
We hate the Vikings here, and Seattle literally looked like a cheese grater. They were like, "Hey, holes everywhere, find me," and that was it. What do you agree?
Yeah, no, I
It
agree.
was like watching JV, like just on the like a practice team on defense. So for that reason,
give me Bob Tonyan.
Yeah, give me Bob.
give me Bobby. Okay.
Tight end university, baby. He's a member.
we got Dawson Knox or Tyler Higbee.
Hmm.
Tyler Higbee 15.1. Dawson Knox 14.9 last week.
Yeah, I want to say Tyler Higbee because he seems like Stafford's guy. Like every time they're throwing tight end screens out there to him, they're handing him jet sweeps. But then Dawson Knox is like Allen's favorite fucking guy to find down low too.
And also look at the spread, -17.
And both teams have mouths to feed.
Give me Knox. I'll take Knox.
I guess I'll take Knox. I'm not happy about it, honestly, but I'll take Knox. I'm like, it's a very reluctant Knox.
Didn't we just see Conklin light up Arizona last week? Am I wrong about that?
I don't
Let
know.
me see if I can pull those numbers.
No, you don't have to. I'm gonna take Higbee.
He's going.
You don't have to. Higbee.
You don't have to,
Thanks,
dude.
bro.
When you have a fucking feeling, dude,
Yeah.
you rock with it, Jack. That's it. Who numbers
By the way,
don't matter.
while we're here talking about tight ends,
Give me Irv
Dan,
Smith.
Dan Arnold got traded to the Jaguars today from Carolina.
Did he?
Oh, really?
Dan Arnold for C.J. Henderson, and then they flipped a third for a fifth. I forgot who got what. But
Oh, so nobody won.
I think C.J. Henderson won.
Oh well, I mean, okay. I meant like team wise, not player wise. But you're right.
Whoever the Jaguars got a third back and Dan Arnold
So that future player,
for a fifth.
that
Yeah.
future third,
Yeah.
dude. Good for you.
Moving
All right,
on.
next garbage. Next.
All right, Gerald Everett or Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas had a big fumble. Give me Logan Thomas versus Atlanta.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
That's exactly what I'm thinking too. I'll give you a little bit of breaking news in this game though.
I'll go Logan
Yeah,
Thomas.
give me Logan Thomas.
Dak Prescott fumbles the ball. Defensive touchdown for the Eagles. 7-7 game. So
Tremendous.
we'll press onward.
That's good. For my
Logan
fantasy
Thomas.
team. I'm also taking Logan Thomas.
I took Logan Thomas.
All right. Let's go with Mike Gesicki or Rob Gronkowski.
Gesicki looks good with Jacoby Brissett. I don't know if it's a fluke though. It was only one game. He had
Gesicki's-
13 targets, I think.
Gesicki's got talent. Who'd they play yesterday again, Miami?
Raiders.
They went to
Overtime game.
I mean, the Raiders are all right on defense. They're not bad, but
You think
they're,
the Patriots have an answer for Gronkowski?
they're not Indy.
That's really what it comes down to.
I don't even know
It's
if
funny
it's.
because the main reason of me starting Gronkowski was because he was going back to New England. I think he gets one. just 'cause.
It's not 4 touchdowns in 3 weeks or whatever he's got. Like I mean,
No, I think Ryan's right. I agree. I think he gets one
a
just because.
touchdown just because.
Just because.
Yeah, I think
What's
Gronk.
up, Bill?
And if Antonio
I
Brown
think
we're
plays,
still
he's
playing
getting one
football.
just because.
Tom and Gronk might have just sat down and been like, "We're gonna try to break a record, a single game record
Yeah.
for one player catching touchdowns."
We don't know that for a fact, but we could.
We could
That would
speculate.
be something.
I'm gonna take
Hawkins
Gronk.
is saying start Gronk in all leagues.
Yes, I go Gronk. That's fair. Okay.
All right. Last matchup for the day. Pat Fryermuth or Austin Hooper.
Okay. Austin Hooper. There's like 19 tight ends over there.
Who is this up again?
Pat Fryermuth, the rookie tight end in Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
scored a touchdown.
I don't know
last
much
week.
about him.
He's decent. He is decent. He's a big
No,
guy.
he's gonna be good. It's
He's gonna
just
be good.
Ben
He's a big
isn't
guy. Yeah.
gonna be good anytime soon.
Well, anytime soon.
Or for the rest of
It was
the
him and who else, Jack?
Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper. You got Njoku. You got what's his name? Harrison Bryant. You got there's a lot of mouths to feed at that tight end position. But
Ben,
they usually do
you said it.
two tight end sets,
You
right?
said it 2 and 3 tight end sets.
Yeah.
You said it 19 targets to Najee Harris last week. I don't know what Fryermuth's workload was. I know he scored. The more time they have to work him into the offense, the more comfortable he gets. If Ben's pumping the ball 19 times to Najee Harris, he's going to be looking to pump the ball to the tight end too. But at the same hand, there are 3 tight ends in Cleveland. Hooper seems to be Baker's favorite. But
So say it.
Cleveland's one of these teams where both of their running backs could go for 100 on the ground. Give me Fryermuth.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Hawk because that was what I was thinking too. If Ben can't throw the ball downfield, the tight end is gonna be the next best thing.
I mean, Ben made Eric Ebron a top 10 fantasy tight end for a few years there.
Yeah, with a good arm and a lot of talent.
Was it a good arm or was it just
well, a
not
lot
as
of talent
bad
at
as
wide
it is now?
receiver. Listen, I'll roll with the boys, Fryermuth, whatever the fuck. I'll roll with you guys, but I'm not thrilled, but I'll roll with you guys.
All right. He's not thrilled. He's not thrilled. He's not thrilled.
That wraps it up.
Yes,
that it?
does.
All right.
All right, that's it on the old fantasy stardom sit-em nonsense. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and do Tournament of Degenerates. All right, what's up, guys? As everyone knows, this season we are on YouTube. Last season we weren't, and I got to be honest with you, we were dressing like shit a little bit, you know? We weren't worried about what people saw. We were wearing pajamas. We had Anthony coming in wearing whatever sweats he wore to work that day. Half the time I'd roll out of bed and show up to the studio. But now the people are going to see us, and we got to look fresh. We want that fine Italian fucking material. That's right. We're talking Saatchi di Dinero, streetwear brand from Long Island, New York. The gear is fire. It looks good. Right now I got the M5 Motivated Money Making Monday morning hoodie on, okay? You're going to be able to get this and so much more at SaatchiDiDinero.com. Promo code HAVOC is going to save you 10% off. That's SaacciDidenero.com. HAVOC. Promo code HAVOC gets you 10% off. Always authentic, never counterfeit. Saatchi Di Dinero. All right, and we're back. And it's time for the Tournament of Degenerates. Last week, if you do recall, I said if I zeroed out, I would be in the negatives. And guess what, folks? I did just that. We had the good old 6-point tease that you can't lose on that I lost. We Carolina minus 1.5. They covered, but Kansas City minus 0.5. They couldn't fucking do it for me. That was 110 to win 100. I had Vegas minus 4. That was 220 to win 200. The bitches won by 3. Lost 220 there. Then we had $100. This was the fuck it parlay. It was the Green Bay money line, Seattle -1.5, Indianapolis money line, 100 to win 14.39. All of those lost. My bank is -$10. Alessino put 330 on Seattle to cover 1.5 to win 300. That lost. And he put 100 on a Green Bay and Seattle money line parlay. That lost. He's down to 607. Joe put a flurry of bets together. He had a couple of losses and a win. It yielded him -230 on the week. He's down to 760. Bryan, what were your bets last week?
Last week I had Bengals, Giants, Chargers parlays. That didn't hit, so we're down 100. And then we also had Bucks, Seahawks, Packer parlay, which also didn't hit, down another 100.
So you're down to 7.
Down to 7.
So Joe's in second. You're in third. Alessino's in fourth. I'm in fifth. Jack is the leader. He's going to give you his spiel right now.
All right. We started the bets with $100 on the Colts money line, which didn't hit. Then we had a $100 parlay, Atlanta punt money line, Bengals money line, paid out $592. Bengals money line, Chargers money line, different parlay, paid out $862. Went out on the week with total $1,354. Won on the week.
That's what you won. What's
That's
your
what I
total
won.
bank at now?
My total bank,
I thought you figured the numbers out before we got on the show. You were at 1350 and you won another 1350.
1354. So
So you're at 27.4. $2,704.
2704.
It's a very big lead.
That's pretty good, Jack. I won't lie to you. Wish you did it with real money. Anyway, moving on.
I wish I did too.
I got it ready.
All right.
That sucked. Anyway, you go first.
I'll go first. Since I'm already in the negatives, I don't want it to be too bloody, but I do got to take a swing here. And I took a very big one, which now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't a smart move. But what are you going to do?
I don't know, man. Question you?
Four leg parlay. Four leg parlay.
I'm not going to take too big of a swing. 16-teamer.
Yeah.
4 leg parlay.
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Tampa Bay laying 6.5. Tennessee laying 7.5. Over 54.5 in the Rams Cards game. And New Orleans -7.5. I'm putting 500 to win 5 racks.
The biggest swing I ever heard
That's
in
a
my life.
huge swing.
Well, I could have bet 1,000 and been -1,000 next week.
I guess you could.
Whatever. Here we go. I'll go next,
Whatever.
I guess.
Yeah, good.
150 on KC -6, 150 on Indy +2, 150 on Tennessee -7.5.
All right, I just did one parlay.
No, not, those aren't 3 straight bets. Not,
Yeah, I got you.
Right.
He didn't do any
yeah,
parlays.
no parlays.
Oh no, I'm saying I did a parlay.
Okay.
So I got. Oh wait, I got last week's bet up. Sorry, boys. All right, so we got the Green Bay Packers, money line, Bucks money line. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm reading this wrong. We got the Packers at what do we got him at?
-7.5.
-7.5. We got the Bucks at they were
-6.5.
-6.5, and then we got Colts +2 in a parlay, 100 to win 600.
Keeping it easy.
Let's hope it hits. It's been easy for the last 3 weeks.
The guy who's absolutely on fire. What do you got?
So, went a little crazy this week. We'll start it light though. Got parlay here. Panthers, Cardinals, money line, 50 for 400.
It's got to be 100.
100 for 900. Go ahead.
100 for 900. We got another parlay. We got the Raiders, the Vikings, and the Colts money lines. 100 for. I don't know what that number is going to be. I'm going to have to redo
What's
that
the
number.
50 number?
1529.
All right, so 3,160. Just
We'll
say.
call it
Imagine he
58.
Just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait, he says.
We got another parlay here. We got the Panthers money line, Raiders money line, Lions money line, 100 for 1720. Then the big dick swing of the week. You ready?
You can see the graphic coming in the lower third. Big dick swing.
I'm ready.
It's just going to be a picture of Riggio with a cigarette in his mouth.
All right, go ahead, John.
Riggio does the balls in your mouth parlay of the week. He does one of those every week. He goes, I'm putting my balls in my mouth, dude.
All right. Money line. Lions, Colts, Cardinals. 500 for $8,005. Total
This
risk.
man said, "Fuck that lead, bro. I'm ready to piss my lead away this week."
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
What?
Yeah, that's the thing. You grow it quick, but you lose it quick, I
Yeah,
guess, because
yeah.
that's about what.
Little rambunctious.
Yeesh. All right.
See, I'm taking swings. I've done nothing but lose. I need. If I had a fucking $1,300 lead on you guys, I'd be like, I'm gonna put 100 on Tom, and that's it.
Just
And
Tom.
we're just gonna get another 100.
All right, so
All
what
right.
happens if I hit this and I'm up by about 10,000?
Then we got catching up
Then
to
we've
do.
got a lot of work to
You're
do.
still in the
What
lead.
about Pancake Louie?
All right. Total risk is 800. Total possible win 11,654.
11,600.
11,000.
That's your total.
That's
the
what's
total
what I
sheet?
possibly could.
Okay.
Yes.
What about Joe?
All right, Joe. Oh boy, my phone.
Oh boy, Jack
He's
didn't
just
have
not
Joe's
ready.
picks
He's just not ready.
Jack's the only one in the room who has Joe's picks,
And
he
he's
doesn't
just
have
not
them
ready.
So now we're gonna do what we call in the business a filibuster. How's
So-
everyone's
I was
day?
gonna say, so do it.
How is everyone? Nah, I got the perfect filibuster. You ready?
I'm ready, but I don't know how to fucking read these. So you
All right, give it to
Oh
me.
my god! It brings an interesting dynamic to have a rookie on the betting show. It does. We're gonna work through it. Are you ready, or you want
Yeah.
me to read them, Jim?
I got it. He's taking over 46 on the Jacksonville Cincinnati game. He's putting down 220 to win 200. He's taking Bucks minus 6.5, 110 to win 100. Tennessee minus 7.5, 220 to win 200. Then he's got a 4-leg parlay. Rams minus 6, Cleveland minus 1. I don't have the odds on this. If someone could build this for us,
Don't worry about it.
it's Rams minus 6, Cleveland minus 1, Kansas City minus 6, Chargers money line, 100 to win.
A lot.
Yeah,
All right, so that's everybody's picks. They're all in.
those are all the picks for the Tournament of the Degenerates. It's,
Okay, good. No, that's fun. Let's go. Last segment. My favorite. What I wait for all fucking week.
It's everyone's favorite segment.
It's not everyone's favorite. It's just us winners. It's not the losers who try to fade us.
Usually, we get this out way earlier, but I guess we're here now.
I don't know why we waited
Last
so long
week's-
to tell you we're fucking awesome.
Yeah, last week's
we go again.
Glizzy God of the Week. If you're not fucking watching the show till the end, you don't get to find out the Glizzy God.
If you don't know how to use the fast forward button,
Last week's Glizzy God was
you don't get it.
the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
And, of course, they covered. They won. And we're another W in the winning column.
So,
17-2. I think you're at 16-5. And
but
Brian's
I'm
1-0.
saying this year we're 3-0.
3-0 this year, yeah.
And I put on Green Bay straight, I put 18 units on Green Bay straight.
You brought back, what, about 46?
No,
No, that's your
yeah,
total
yeah,
take.
yeah,
How
yeah.
much would it bring back? Like,
There's plus 155. So,
yeah, you got to risk it to get the biscuits sometimes.
yeah. But anyway, so as you know or may not know, we don't tell each other who our Glizzy God is until right now. In the first 3 weeks of the season, me and Jim have lined up perfectly with our Glizzy God.
And Brian?
Oh, Brian did too last week.
Brian wasn't on the Packers
But he
last
was
week.
in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jack, do you have one, or are you in this part, or
I got one.
you got an underdog?
A junior glizzy, if you will.
I mean, not
A
for
junior,
nothing.
a junior Glizzy, but okay, that's fine.
What is this, Weenie Hut Jr.?
No, that's fine.
To be fair,
a
Jack.
premature Glizzy.
To be fair, Jack was also in on the Packers last week.
Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine. All right, do you want to go first and make me proud, or
I mean,
remember they got to be underdogs?
I don't think you're gonna be too proud, but I got the Panthers at 4.5. I like the Panthers against the Cowboys.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I looked at them for a second, but it's not the Glizzy. It's not the Glizzy of Glizzies this week. Do you want to go first, then? You want me to go? Should we let Brian go?
Brian,
next?
go first.
You already know who mine is.
Well, I want to hear
Who
it.
is it?
Baltimore.
Is yours Baltimore?
No.
So are we really gonna have the same one again?
Let's hope for it.
Is it? This is crazy because it's fun.
This is wild
It's
shit.
fun. Is it? It's got to be the same. I'm just gonna say it. Indianapolis Colts.
No.
Oh,
No, let's go.
oh, hot mic. Here
it's
we go.
the Raiders.
Wow.
Plus 3.5. Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to Indianapolis
The
Colts. So now we're
Raiders
gonna find
plus
out.
3.5.
Can the Glizzies hang for good? We got
We got
four
four different Glizzies this
different
week.
Glizzies. That's tough.
That's a Glizzy platter.
It's a variety pack. Damn, this is gonna be tough for all of us to win. I'll win, but for you guys, it's gonna be tough.
Well, I mean, now the money line.
I take them straight. Let me just make
No,
this
I
very
do take
clear.
them straight. I do take them straight. This is the first one in a while that I'm positive the spread's going to hit, but I'm not that confident on the money line.
No.
Like,
When I take a glizzy, I'm
But-
100% confident all the time that I view it as a mortal lock for me. You know, everybody comes on and goes mortal lock, and then they lose. I go mortal lock and I win.
Here-
I'm 16-4, whatever the
here's
fuck
my
I
thing,
am. I don't
too.
know.
spread on the Baltimore game was
Ooh, Jack, do you have that?
I have it
I
right
think it was
here.
Denver 3.
Denver 1.5.
1.5.
Denver 1.5, and the spread on the Colts game was 2.
2.5.
I'm always trying to look for 3 points or better on my Glizzy God pick.
Fine.
So
I
that's
can't.
Ooh, do you want me to switch
No,
it?
no. There
no.
were not great options this week, so I'll allow it.
I
but
just, the way I see it is, it's Monday, it's early, the spread can move. My bets from this show to the actual bets I make are fucking not the same because the lines move, the injuries happen,
well, that's
and all
why
that.
that's why I started placing bets after we leave the show. Like 2 weeks ago, Dallas was the Glizzy God, and I put that bet in the following morning when I knew we were still going to get the plus 140.
Yeah.
And I let it roll all week. DeMarcus
Oh
Ware
my-
broke his foot.
Yeah,
whatever happened.
exactly. That's the
And I
fear.
still won.
Yeah.
You know?
But DeMarcus Ware, yeah, you know.
And I actually didn't even look what the line closed at, so I probably didn't even really lose that much value.
You'd be
or gain that
surprised
much
with
value.
line movements throughout the week. I mean, there's a couple of games where they'll move 2.5 points, and you know that's a big difference to professional bettors, especially. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Guys who do this for a living. If you ever notice, I've said this before on the show, but if you ever notice, pro bettors, they don't come in till the last like 10 minutes before a game starts because they don't want us to move the line.
Yeah.
They want to determine what the line is. So they say, oh, last 10 minutes, okay, this is what we got, and we're going to take it for what it is. You know what I mean? They get that last push. They get this. That's what they want.
Yeah.
But
they don't
that's
want
the thing.
They don't want to get fucked on the line moving at the last second.
Yeah. So, whatever. We got 4 different glizzies. Week 4 in the books for our show. Week 3 in the books tonight. I had that right?
Yeah, that's
okay.
correct.
You're looking at me like I
No,
got
no,
7
no,
heads.
I wasn't. I was making sure I did this. Brian, you got anything else? Jack, you got anything else? I was just making sure I got this in. As always, we're brought to you by Tiger Pack Productions, House of Havoc Podcast Network, Sachi Di Dinero, and Stay Thirsty Company. Peace out.